This is Super Yacht News with E. Sisman.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. So it is an unprecedented time for the people of the UK right now and the people of the Commonwealth. Quite a sad time for reflection, hence no video yesterday. But we've got some updates on the fire in Corfu that happened a few days ago. Now, if you saw the title of this video, you might be thinking there's been another fire. But this is not a new fire. This is an update on all of the vessels that caught fire, on one in particular. So on Wednesday, we reported that 4 vessels had caught fire in Corfu in a marina. And it was a very busy marina. And one of the good things that came of it is a lot of people in the marina rushed to try to help, to see what they could do, put out the fire, etc. The 2 chaps in the rib that we reported on in the last video, who were able to pull that vessel away from a mooring. Well, the reason why they were able to do that is because other workers who were on the quayside cut the lines to allow them to pull that vessel free, because obviously that vessel would have been moored. These people were releasing these vessels so they could be pulled away from the fire. The chaps in the rib, they told me that the vessel that they pulled away in the video that we saw, they climbed on board and they had to put out embers of that had landed on the vessel that was starting to smolder, and that vessel would have most likely been a victim of that fire too if they hadn't reacted. So I think the owner of that vessel owes those guys a beer or two. But yeah, it was great reaction by all of those involved in that, and all of those people who helped. The fire vessel that you see in this still photograph pouring water onto this sailing yacht, it didn't arrive for 30 minutes after that fire had started. So unfortunately, the vessel was probably quite far away. So the vessel that's in that photograph there with the fire vessel trying to put the fire out, that is a classic sailing yacht. We mentioned it in the previous video. It's called Sailing Yacht Halcyon. This vessel was built in 1929 by Vosper Thornycroft in the UK. Now, Vosper Thornycroft that's the same company that built motor yacht Shimara. You might remember recently I talked about Jeremy Clarkson was holidaying on that vessel, and that vessel was also built by this same company. And it was built, it's almost 100 years old, was almost 100 years old. That vessel caught fire. You can see it was an extensive fire on that vessel, and the vessel later sank. And as you can see in the photographs there, the only thing you can see now are the masts sticking out of the water, kind of reminiscent of Eleanor E, which is currently at the bottom of the marina in Tarragona. But this vessel was 29 metre or 95 foot yacht, and it was built for Lancashire industrialist Sir Sam Turner. In later life, the vessel spent 30 years as a training ship for Warsash, which is a merchant navy college in the UK. All wooden yacht, the interior all wooden. You have to have a very specific kind of crew to work on a vessel like that for the upkeep of that yacht. And it's very, very sad that that vessel has been destroyed in that way. I don't know if it's beyond repair. It will be interesting to see when they raise it, because they'll have to raise it because it's in a marina. So one of the things I wanted to say, and I don't generally bother because people have their own opinions, but awful lot of comments again on the subject of insurance fraud, and I just wanted to point out that vessel, being the age that it is, over 100 years old, a much loved yacht, had a very interesting history, and was actively being used as a charter vessel. And the fire started on a different yacht and spread across, right? So the idea that all of these vessels are in some sort of conspiracy to commit insurance fraud is a bit ridiculous. So I understand that people have these opinions, and not everybody watches every video, right? But there are hundreds of thousands, probably millions of boats and yachts all over the world. There are boats everywhere, and we've reported on a lot of them, so it might seem that there are more fires, and there might indeed be more fires when we get the stats at the end of the year, but it is not every single vessel out there apparently that I report on is the result of insurance fraud. Anybody who's ever had a loss, whether it be a car or a boat or whatever, they'll find out that you never get back what an item is worth from the insurance company, very seldomly. I'll give you an example. Motor Yacht Yogi costs around in the region of 40 million euros, and the final settlement for the owner of that vessel was 13 million euros, and that was a brand new yacht. It could have easily been sold for a similar price to what it cost. In many cases, yachts are sold above the price that they cost to build because it takes 3 to 5 years to get a yacht, and sometimes people don't want to wait that long, so they buy a yacht at a premium to have it right away. So there's a very, very strong market right now for yachts and super yachts as well. So the idea that they're all insurance fraud, I would say it's probably a very, very low percentage of vessels are done for insurance purposes. Okay, so we'll move on to the next story. So we've got the launch of a new yacht. It's called GlobalFast, and it's built by a company called Global Yachts in Australia. Now, if you think you've seen this vessel before, you're not wrong in the sense that it is the sister ship of another vessel called Motor Yacht Bold. This one is completely white, which to me it looks a bit strange because I'm so used to seeing Motor Yacht Bold in that sort of military grey colour. And interestingly, at the Monaco Yacht Show last year, there was a model of this boat that has now been launched. I don't think the vessel's ready yet. It's not looking like it's going to be at the Monaco Yacht Show. I think it's been launched into the water, in other words, but it's not been delivered yet. But the vessel is effectively identical to Motor Yacht Bold. And I know because I've been on board Motor Yacht Bold, and in 2019 we did 2 videos of tours of that vessel. One of them was a kind of a rush tour. The guy who was walking me around was kind of rushing me, but I still got to see the interior of the boat. And then I did a second tour later on with the guy who built the AV and the IT systems, and this is something that I know about. And we did a great walk around of the boat, and he showed me all the systems on board. I'll put links in all the normal places so you can go and watch those videos. So if you want to know what this vessel looks like, you can go and watch those videos, and you'll get a very good idea of what that new vessel looks like, because it's almost carbon copy. Even the master cabin photographs that I got from their website looks like the master cabin on Motor Yacht Bold. So yeah, so it's the stats on this boat, by the way, is 85 meter or 278 foot, around about 1,600 gross tons, and quite a narrow beam, so it is fast. Does about 23 knots. That's quite fast for a super yacht. I'll go and check out those videos if you want to see what it's like on the inside. I don't think that boat's going to be at the Monaco Yacht Show. Possible that Motor Yacht Bold may be at the Monaco Yacht Show. But one yacht that is going to be at the Monaco Yacht Show, and I know this because it's on their website, is a vessel called Motor Yacht. I'm not sure how you pronounce this actually. If it's Spanish, it's Sevilla. But this vessel is for sale by Ocean Independence, and it is going to be at the Monaco Yacht Show. It's a 50 meter or 164 foot yacht, and it was built in 2015 by Halcyon Yachts in the Netherlands. Now the reason why I focused on this yacht is because, according to various sources, this yacht is owned by a Russian who is the ex-father-in-law of Roman Abramovich, and his name is Alexander Shukov. Now, he's a Russian. He was born in Russia, and he made his money in Russia, as far as I can tell. He now lives in the UK, though. He has British citizenship also, apparently, and he lives in London, which is no surprise there. London is often referred to as Londongrad. There are so many Russian-owned properties there, but he actually does live in London, whereas most of them just own properties that they never live in. I don't know why he's decided to sell. I don't know, maybe something happened in the world that made it seem like not such a good idea to have a super yacht. I don't know. But yeah, that vessel will be at the Monaco Yacht Show. I will, of course, try to get on board if I'm there. So I'm still not sure whether I'll be at the Monaco Yacht Show. I hope to be, but work commitments come first, so we'll find out and I'll let you know as soon as I know something. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any information about this story or any other stories, please get in touch through the normal methods. You can get us on the YouTube channel there. You can get us on Instagram, on Facebook Messenger, and you can also get us on Threema. Be sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell for future notifications. All right, thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.